Well, believe it or not, 70% of my patients who are cheating now are women. And yes, and the men say they don't see it coming. What happens is that the women get into this rut. They feel like they're not being appreciated, not being taken out, and they start seeking affection elsewhere.
I don't know if whether he's acting like he ain't really tripping off me being just or not, but that had me ready. Cause I don't like, well, that's just how you just, you know,
A few moments later.
Watch how fast a woman will flip the script when she's encountered with that very thing she says she preferred. This is going to be good, huh?
I told him that I broke up with him. I'm like, say, like, what's up now? He was like, you didn't break up with him. Like, no, you didn't. And I didn't, but I'm like, this nigga gay.
You see that?
Because he wasn't interested, he gotta be
you
gay.
don't want that, I don't want none. That's crazy.
No matter what you do, your woman is mad at you. If you work all the time, well, you work all the time. You ain't never home. You always leaving me. I hate this shit. If you home all the time, why you all up under me? Let me get some fucking room to breathe. Damn, stop sweating me. I hate this shit. If you make more money than her, well, fuck you. I want to make decisions too. You ain't my fucking daddy. I don't need you to take care of me. I hate this shit. If she makes more money than you broke motherfucker. You never have no fucking money. That shit, I don't want to make all these decisions. I need to be taken care of. I hate this shit. I can't take it. And the number one reason your woman's always mad, fellas, because you ain't her first choice.
You can go anywhere to get the lies, but I know you came here to get the truth. Welcome to the Alphasphere. Welcome to the Alphasphere, the only place on the planet that's totally engulfed in positivity and totally submerged in alpha energy. I'm your host, Dr. BOA.
It wasn't even that he was scared. He just wasn't with it. Like, when I first got the Wildin' Out, I was like, oh my gosh, I like this. He quiet and shit. Like, he ain't all over the place. Like, you know, he ain't wildin'.
Pick it up, pick it and kill it. Whatever that shit is.
That wasn't even out when I first got there. That was a later game.
That was a later game.
Yeah,
for sure.
so I tried to throw some game on him. But he was like, oh, don't you have a boyfriend? I'm like, who the fuck be worried about that? You know what I mean?
Me.
Like, who? Yeah, right.
I come from out the ghetto. As a kid,
right.
You about a just hilarious in my hood. You know what I mean?
It, but
I don't play them games.
My boyfriend, he wasn't that type of nigga. So that's the
What
thing.
type of was he?
That's why, yeah, I did. That's why I was going that chick. I'm like, okay, nah, you cool. You know what I'm saying?
He quiet, he low.
Right. But he really, like, funny, like, he down to earth. I'm like, all right, cool. So I told him that I broke up with him. I'm like, say, like, what's up now? He was like, you didn't break up with him. Like, no, you didn't. And I didn't, but I'm like, this gay. Like, how you not?
You see how f***ed up that is? You see that?
Because he wasn't
Just
interested, he gotta
because
be
you don't
gay.
want that, I don't want none. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I was like, all right, he just gonna be a brother.
I ain't compromising shit. Telling you, I ain't. Why? Why would I? Because when everything go bad, I got to pull up the rear. I got to make sure everything all right. I got to carry the load to make sure everything perfect. I got to be the one to stay level-headed no matter what the obstacle is. I got to be the one to go out and face the world and make sure that no matter what happens in the world, we good. The woman can't do that. The woman won't do that. And even if she could, she wouldn't. Come down to it and the woman feel pressure. She think about her and her children. There's nothing wrong with that. She should. She's a mother before she's anything else. And once she becomes a mother, that prioritization. Man, listen, even a bad mother, however bad she is as a mother, she's going to be even worse as a wife or even a girlfriend. If she sucks at being a mother, boy, you crazy. She can't be good at nothing else. She can't be good at anything else. And I want you men to absolutely keep in mind that you learn blue pill behavior from seeing men that you loved and respected get juiced by women's scandalous nature. Men been getting juiced for a long time. But you, for some strange reason, felt some kind of loyalty to the guidance of those men. Like, how you gonna let a man that's simping with his woman tell you what you need to do with him? But if it was your dad, guess what you did? You listened to your dad. You listened to your dad because every time he told you, women ain't this and women ain't that, Women ain't this. He made sure to tell you. All these things he just described, you see your mama doing them all the time, but he made sure to cap that with, now your mama different. And what he always say? Somebody put in the chat, what he always say? What he always tell you, what sob story he always came with right when he told you, your mama, now your mama different. There's only one thing he can say. And this is the point where men start shifting into beta male scent manginitis. This is what he says.
Man, that woman was with me when I went through something. I was down, man, that woman held me down, man, she was there for me. I did that time, man, that woman was there for me. I messed all my money, man, that woman was there for me. Uncle Sam came down on me, the IRS, man, that woman was there for me. I was going through some of my last baby mama, man, that woman was there for me. My mama died, that woman was there for me. My daddy died, that woman was there for me. My dog died, that woman was there for me. My boat motor stopped working, that woman was there for me. I stubbed my toe against the bed, that woman was there for me. I burnt some beans while watching the game, that woman was there for me.
It don't matter what it is, he will always cap it with,
that woman was there for me.
Well, how much you owe the broad for being there for you 15, 20 years ago? Don't you think you done paid her back by now? But you get to the point where you got this group of men who feel like I owe this woman my life because she did one small damn thing for me. That's how men start letting women get away with just existing in a relationship without improving, without constantly changing, without constantly giving something, without constantly showing a contribution. Because they hanging their hat on the contribution the woman gave them 20 years ago. I don't even remember what their bra looked like 20 years ago and what he should be saying. What he should be saying,
now your mama different. Because unlike all the other women I'm talking about, this one got me by my balls.
That's what he should have been telling you. But it takes intestinal fortitude to tell a young boy that your mama is trouble. All my trouble start with your mama. Because if he's that kind of man, he under that kind of pressure, your mama is probably a domineering force in your life. You know how many households I saw, man, growing up, man, where a woman was the domineering figure in the household? When I was real young, not many. By the time I got about 10 or 12, damn near all of them, except the ones that I saw when I was real young. As I started to grow and get close to my teens, I noticed that there was a shift in who controlled the household. I started noticing then that there were men living with women in their house. Perfect situation. Where I live, right next door to me, there was a man who lived with his woman right there. Across the street from them, there was a man who built the house that he lived in, and his woman came and lived in the house with him. Two different scenarios, two different control mechanisms, and I'll tell you this as well. That man always ran and controlled his household. You know why? Because he paid the damn cost to be the boss. So when I tell y'all to pay the cost to be the boss, you already paying the cost to be the boss in your own life. If you're going to bring a woman into your life, you automatically pay the cost to be the boss. But blue pill scent manginitis tell you, well, you got to pay the cost anyway, but let that woman do what she want to do. Let that woman run loose. Let her do whatever she wants to do because you got to take care of her anyway. You shouldn't have taken her on as a wife. And I agree. You shouldn't have taken a scallywag on as a wife, but many men do. Many men do. And it's a bad situation to be in. Because if you see a household where the children were raised, where the woman is in control, then the girls coming out of the house ain't going to be worth nothing when they come time about trying to be with them. They might be good to play with, but not stay with. And when you become the most out version of yourself, you start to realize a woman who ain't good to stay with ain't good to play with. You wasting time. You giving her something she don't deserve. It ain't about the wood. It's about the quality of the man. If she don't deserve the quality of the man, how she going to get the wood that's attached to that man? It's the same thing, huh? You giving her a level of alpha energy that she can't even reciprocate because she ain't feminine enough. She ain't submissive enough. She ain't sweet enough. She can't control her mind. Another thing, man, believing that women were ever strong and powerful is just an idiotic choice that a beta male would make. I ain't never met a strong woman, ever. I've never met a woman who was strong. I met a woman who was non-feminine, but I never met a woman who was strong. I just never met a strong woman. Because strong and woman, that shit is an oxymoron. It's an oxymoron. If you are a strong woman, you are mentally scarred. Just like if you are a weak man, you are mentally scarred. Now, not a weak boy. Some of us had to go through our stripes. We be weak. I heard Dave Chappelle say, man, he was soft. He didn't want to fight. He didn't want no confrontation, man. He said he had to figure out, man, that confrontation ruled the nation. Not conversation, confrontation ruled the nation. And he said he had to learn. He was taught that, man, you got to throw. Not all of us were born dogs. Not all of us were like that, because that comes from a level of poverty and struggle that I don't want a part of. My level of struggle was enough for me. I don't want to be a level of struggle, man, where I walk around in the middle of the night at midnight. I'm 4-year-old with a pamper on, man, walk around the middle of the goddamn street, and people dapping me up. What up, little Red? I'm 4 years old. They dapping me up. Give me a swig of beer. Shit, I don't want that like that too much. You can't never recover from that. But when it all boils down, I don't even understand what strong woman means. Strong how? You're not a strong woman because you compete with men. You're a woman that's lost because you'll never be a man. So you're spending your life competing in a realm that you will never fit into. You will never fit into. You will never win that race. Okay, you can go get a degree. You can make a little money. Cool. But you're wasting your time because you lose your gift. A woman's gift is femininity. If she can't embrace her gift, God is not well pleased with her, because that's a gift, a golden gift that he gave her. The type of gift that draws an alpha male, the type of gift that draws a man of God, the type of gift that draws king to a queen. That's different between being a queen and a peasant. Believe me when I tell you. So believing that women were ever strong was an idiotic choice, because let me ask y'all something. Let's think about the fairy tales that you heard when you were young. Cinderella. She wasn't strong. She was a peasant girl. She got dogged out by her stepmom instead. She didn't even have her parents. She had a stepmom. I don't know where her dad was at. Obviously, he was a beta male sim mangina, though. So she had a dad who's beta male sim mangina. She had a stepmom who dogged her out. And in the end, the only way she got rescued is because some dude was such a beta male sim mangina that he saw the slipper. He went and found her looking like a maid and said, "It don't matter what you look like now. I'm going to dress you back up how I saw you." And they rode off into the sunset. Snow White. Man, Snow White was there left for dead. A fool had to come kiss her. A fool had to come kiss a dead woman. The woman had been poisoned, man. Somebody came and said, "Ooh, that dead woman's so pretty, I'm going to kill her." And suddenly, magically, she woke up. Tell me where the strong women were in all of these things. There were no strong women. Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to get her poor dog a bone. When she got there, the cupboard was bare, so the little dog had none. Their dog didn't even have no food to feed. Why you got a dog if you ain't got no food? Because wasn't no man in the house. There was no lady who lived in the shoe. She had so many kids, she didn't know what to do. She was a scallywag baby mama. Tell me, when have you ever heard of any of these stories where the woman was strong? The first strong woman I ever saw in my life, even on TV, was Wonder Woman. And all she had was a lasso and an invisible jet. So she had to sneak up on you in the invisible jet, and she had to throw a lasso around you that did, I don't know what it did. I think it made you tell the truth or something. I don't remember. But I ain't seen that next. Where were these strong women when we were growing up? How the hell did women become so strong in our minds? Where do we see this at? Because they started to do things that men had traditionally done. So we started believing their hype that they were strong because of that. But they weren't strong because of that. The majority of those women are taking psychotropics right now. They always have. When a woman tries to run the race that men run, it drives her out of her mind. It literally drives her out of her mind. And at the end, they end up giving up. They end up settling into just another role, and they realize that, damn, I wasn't built for this thing that I've been doing my whole life. And now she's 35, 40, 50 years old, looking back on her life, realizing that she missed out on a golden opportunity to enjoy the life of a beautiful, feminine, submissive woman. No woman on earth has a better life than a beautiful, feminine, submissive woman. Because say what you want to say. That beautiful, feminine, submissive woman may be with an older dude, but she living a life that we were all dreaming of. Trying to become